going to start with the national anthem, and I would request one of our members who was a good voice to lead us in the national anthem. After that, we shall kick off to the next activity. Thank you.
Let's all of us stand upright when we sing our national anthem. Oh, Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future in thy hand. United, free for together we always stand.
Yeah, welcome back from the national anthem. We are going to start our program as follows. This side we have our proposers who are going to affirm our motion, and then this other side we are having our opposers. They are 4 in number each side, and behind them we have other participants who are acting as our audience, but they are part of the team, right?
Yes.
We divided them into 2 groups to make it easier for the argument to take place. The other thing is, we are going to maintain social distancing. As we are already aware, COVID-19 is within us and it is real. So, our first speaker is going to take the floor, while the second speaker on the opposing side will be preparing herself. Meanwhile, we can get seated. And before we sit, we have our spiritual leader, who is going to lead us into a word of prayer. Thank you.
Let us also pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this wonderful moment. We have reached this moment because of you, because of your care for us. We never knew that we shall reach such a moment, but because of your care of you. Many were yearning to reach this day, but because they were not able to protect themselves, they never did. But for us, you cared for us. We thank you for everything, thank you for the lunch, thank you for this guidance. We ask for your protection still, ask for our debate is still going on. I pray this believing and trusting now. Mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen.
Thank you so much for dedicating the activity into the hands of God. We can now get seated as we commence the activity. So the activity will run as follows. We are going to commence with the proposing side. We have 4 of them, with one leading them. And then on our left, we have the opposing honorables. Yes? Yeah. And each member is going to take 5 minutes in total. The first 4 minutes will be for the presentation. Then the last 1 minute will be for concluding. Yeah. And that is going to cut across all of them. But additionally, the first speakers are going to have 5 minutes for the presentation. Then we shall add them more 2 minutes because they are going to define for us what the motion is all about. Right? So the first speakers are going to have 7 minutes in total. Then the rest of the speakers will have 5 minutes. This side we have our timekeeper. He is called by the names Rotate Amos. And then we have the secretary, who happens to be Miriam. This side, we have our technical team, is at the same time the proposal side. Yes? And the rest of the members will keep introducing themselves as they come in front here. Thank you so much. I welcome the first honorable to take the floor. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. Secretary, timekeeper, judges, chief whip, the two competing chambers, and the audience. As our motion is on the piece of paper which states that COVID-19 has done more harm than good to the school-going girls than boys. I would like to tell you more about COVID-19. About what COVID-19 is. COVID-19 is a virus that causes respiratory illness to the people. It causes respiratory illness to people. These examples of respiratory organs that COVID-19 affects. We have lungs. We have also we have the brain, and so on. I'm going to propose the motion due to my following views. Early marriages. What do I mean by early marriages? Since we are school-going girls, this COVID-19 has affected us so much. As we are there in the villages, you find since COVID-19 has stayed for a long period of time, you find you're forced to get married, which may affect our lives, or which may even affect us with the school-going girls. At the end, we shall not have time of going back to school since we are already parents or mothers. This has probably due to COVID-19. I will go on by telling you also that with the school-going girls, we can face the challenge of teenage pregnancy, whereby you find I may become pregnant since I'm at home, just staying there doing nothing. I may become pregnant when I'm still at underage, when I'm not yet under the age of 18 years, which may affect me in the time when I'm giving birth. I will go on explain by also saying that we, the school-going girls, we have also a challenge of abortion. Since we are there at home, you may find that you are pregnant from there and then. You tell that boyfriend, I'm pregnant. From there, he may go home from here, he may go far, he may even just deceive you. If not there, he may say disappoint you and say that child is not mine, and then from there you go on experiment to other countries like Kenya. It leaves you with all the problems. Since from there, due to that, you may decide to abort your child, which may affect you, which may affect your body, and also times which may lead to bleeding that will cause you to die. I also go on by saying that we, the school-going girls, we have materials there at home to use. What do I mean by the materials used by we, the school-going girls? During that time when Corona has not yet come, they could buy for us everything when we are prepared, when we are going preparing for school. But when we are there at home, we find we have got to use nothing to use when you are in no menstruation. Find nothing to use even. You like may like something to use the one that we use, like that we use. We have knickers, but a girl must not have more than two. A girl must be with more than two knickers. But we now, since we are at home, we like that we cannot have that, which may also bring us a lot of diseases. And also, we the school-going girls, during this COVID-19 time, we do overwork, I may say child labor. You work from there and then at home. You do a lot of work. It will affect you now. You will not have time of revising your books. At the end, as you go to school, girls will be the losers. You will find that boys are the only leading, mostly maybe in class, because for them they have time of revising books. I will conclude by saying that friendship, chairperson, secretary, judges, chief whip, the two competing chambers, also the audience.
Thank you so much, honorable member. We are going to the next speaker, ambao ni wale wako kwa mkono wa kushoto. They are our opposers. And the first speaker of it all is taking the floor. Thank you so much.
To give a brief honor to the type of chairperson, secretary, timekeeper, judges, proposers, and the audience at large. Good afternoon. Yeah, by the names of Honorable James, I'm here to oppose the motion which says COVID-19 has done more harm than good to the school-going girls and boys. Actually, COVID-19 is the disease caused by a strain of coronavirus. And strain simply means expansion or complication of a certain thing. And schools is the institution where you can find a group of people learning or trying to get knowledge, bring their minds together to find ways to help them. And going is the process, something in motion. Girls is the gender of a female child, while a boy is the gender of a male child. So I oppose the motion that said, through my following views. My first view is cattle wrestling. I know most of you know what cattle wrestling is, but for the case of this, I can explain for you. Cattle wrestling is the act of raising or stealing cows from other people or other tribes from one place to another. And this has caused death to most boys. And COVID-19 is the cause of everything. My second point is home neglection. Yeah, boys have mostly neglected their families. Like you can find a boy staying at the home for only 1 week. At their real home is with his biological father and the mother. But at times, he can get tired of that. He will say, since now, Museveni has refused to open the schools, why am I staying here? Why can't I stay here? Let me just move and at least find my can keep me busy. Because he has seen that staying here for a very long time is something very awkward. So he can now go somewhere, like when he goes from Amta to Nakabs. When he reaches there, he spends like 1 week or a month, but parents doesn't know where it is. So that's home neglection. Home neglection, and it's all because of COVID-19. My third point is misunderstanding. Yeah. Most boys actually, they misunderstood at home. They misunderstand. You can find a boy speaking rudely or talking rudely to the father. The father can say, "The boy, my son, today what shall we do? What can we do at least to graze our animals from where they have migrated?" He can tell the father that, man, before you send me to school, now why do you want again to tell me to go and graze? That's not my work. Let those ones off to graze. Let me wait for my school. If they don't open, I just go like this. Understand? So my fourth point is peer influence. Most boys have been influenced by their friends. Many of them really have been influenced by their friends. Like you can find a boy who has not been drinking, he has not been smoking, but now that he's a very good drunkard. You can go like in a certain place, like when you go to the area where most boys are gathered, you can find them taking weight or taking alcohol, and you're their best friend. They can tell you, man, thank you for coming, we've been bored, we've been missing you. Say that you also, say that they just want to attract you to do what they are doing. So that's group influence and is caused by COVID-19. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Chairperson, Secretary, everybody that is equipped, proposers, and the audience at large. Thank you for very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member. That was a good presentation. We are now going forward to the second speaker. And this is now where our reactions come in. Yeah, ideally the first speakers are not interrogated. And we are going to start with the proposing side, who is going to take the floor, still proposing the motion. Thank you so much.
Judges, Chief Whip, proposer side, and opposer side, and all of this applied. I'm here to propose a motion as there is a word COVID-19 has done more harm than good to school, going girls and boys. I think the thing is clear and it is written over there. For my reasons, COVID-19 has more affected the girls or has caused more harms to girls than boys. My reason is COVID-19 has caused thousands of education to school-going girls. And like now, most of the girls, they are not even thinking of school and they are not even thinking of books. Like now, when you go homes, you will see that the girls, they like so much to go where there is a group, the issue of the crib, where there are some gathering places. Right, that they will make their minds free, or they will enjoy. But the issue of the books, they have forgotten because Corona has closed everything. And then, the second, my reason is high risk of gender-based violence. I think we know very well that gender-based violence in girls, this one is like when you, as a girl, when they force you to marry a girl of 17 with a man of 60 or 45. I think that one cannot match. Because, like now, for example, when now they bring, like now, this monogirl to Mozeros, can they match? No, they cannot match. So, that is one of the gender-based violence to girls. And the cause is coronavirus. It has caused this because we have been at school, we have been getting advices from the teachers, from the organizations, and our minds are okay. So now the parents they don't have way now to get the food, and even the market they are closed. So they have decided to say, these girls they have grown. So let us send them to marry so that we shall get more cows and aware of them. The third reason is coronavirus. This also has led to when you enter deep, because this is not going, it has led to expose of the seeing of pornographic movies. Because also the lockdown, it has stopped people from moving. And like now you are from Cuba, you are not allowed to go to a Tengen, you are not allowed to go to Nakabs, you are not going to where. But now, like now we have phones, we have TVs at our homes, we have different issues nowadays because of the technology. Now, those are the things now we shall not check all those things, we go for Google, because it's now we know Google. Then now you give this small girl the phone, that you Google for me this, she can't Google for it. And you will see that they will watch very many things. Even those who are naked, those who are what, they will watch. So that thing now will make their minds to run off. And they think of boys, they think of what? At the end, their minds are off. And they will not think of the school. They have just left the books. Then the fourth reason is, they are also late to drop out. Because this, I think this is the second lockdown. On the other first lockdown, we saw that some people remain at home, mostly the girls. And when we see now, lockdown again has come, and they have given us 60 days. Now think of the other 42 days, and think of the other first corona lockdown, and think of this another 60 days. Will you need a call for go back next time? I think really girls are really affected by coronavirus. I yearly send the chairperson, secretary, timekeeper, judges, chief whip, and all audience applied for God and my God.
Thank you so much. Honorable member, you exhausted all the time you are located, and I would like to find out if there is any reaction, any addition from any of the members, or exercise of the members. Thank you. Well, if there is no reaction, we shall move to the next member, and that will be on the proposing side. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Microphone goes to the table of the chairperson, secretary, timekeeper, judges, chief whip, proposers, and the audience at large. By the names, I'm called Honorable Chairperson Monica. I'm here to oppose the motion which says COVID-19 has done more harm than good to the school-going girls than boys because of my following factors. One is smoking. This COVID-19 has led most boys to enter into the best smokers around because of this COVID-19. And very well, smoking affects some of our body parts like lungs, brain. You know it very well, it affects. And once when your lungs is affected, soon you just wait to us. Another factor is rape. COVID-19 has made most boys to go for rape because they have spent more time at home, so they have decided to go for rape. They just get you on a way. They even don't want to ask, they just grab you. Direct kanyangaresha ama mtoni yoyote iko karibu. Wala usiku ene kona yoyote wanafanya madrama zao. Ingepasa mashule iko hiyo madrama yote zingekuwa. Singekuwa watu wako na amani. I know it very well if you rape that some diseases you get. You may get HIV, unaweza pata STDs, something like that. And after that, you may suffer with very many diseases because of that, because of just COVID-19. Overstaying at home, 2 years holiday. Another factor is robbery. I mean, when COVID-19, during 2020, went to school, I know very well when you go to school, they give you pocket money. You don't have that money to plan about to steal someone's thing. So, when COVID-19 came, there was no chance, there was no more time for you to get pocket money. Because you used to get that pocket money when schools were open. So for you were just there, umesota, hauna hata kitu, hauna hata 100. Na wewe mwenyewe mtu umezoea pesa, umezoea pocket money ile unakuanga kwa shule. Sasa hii si kusota tu unafikiria vitu vingine ya kufanya. That's why most boys now have planned for that. Unaingia tu kwa maduka za watu, unaiba kile unataka. So ingekuwa watu wako shule, hivi maneno yote ingekuwa hakuna. So hii corona ndio imesababisha mambo mengi kwa fulani. So another factor is uvivu ama laziness. Vijana wengi wamekuwa wavivu. Most boys have become very lazy because when they used to be at school, most teachers used to monitor them, don't do this, lay your beds. But now when COVID-19 sent them home, they never bothered. Even that dressing style, hawataki kujali. Bora tu, unajua kama uko mvivu kwa akili, kila kitu yako hata mahali unaenda kulala unaweza lala hata na nyoka. Hata nyumba yenyewe hata ufagi kwa sababu ya uvivu tu. So tangu corona itoe watu shule, watu wapate walimu ndio wanaambianga, hivi unafaa ufanye hivi. Unafaa utandike kitanda yako. Unafaa uoshe hiki. Wageni wanakuja. Osha shiti yako kwa mzuri. So hakunanga hiyo sasa kwa nyumbani wanafanya tu vitu wanapata. So COVID-19 imeleta shida sana. Ndio nasema imeleta kufanya vijana wakuwe wavivu. Namalizia kusema judges children proposals
thank you so much. As the honorable member is still on the floor, I would like to welcome the reactions from the other sides of the chamber. Any addition? Any reaction? Thank you so much. We have a hand here. Yes?
I want to know, as our Monica was saying, boys have become lazy. So, what are the duties of the boys that are supposed to do? I'm not getting because we just say that boys have become lazy. I think I've not been we see now as boys we don't have much work at home. Which kind of work or what are the boys supposed to do?
Yeah, that is a good question. You're going to defend yourself? Yeah, thank you.
Honorable debate. Now, I know very well you have not yet got a wife. Very well. So, to my question, or to the one I was explaining, maybe you haven't heard very well. Now, so meaning, even if you have a sister, will that sister of yours come every day daily to lay for you in bed? You mean you don't have hands? You have hands. You have everything. We have only the organs which make us different. But everything we have. You have eyes, you have hands, you can do not that all the work are for girls. So in that, because COVID-19 chased you from school very well, so teachers used to advise you, give you very many advices. So boys need to be like this. So COVID-19.
Yeah, thank you so much. And That is a good response. I'm going to give one more chance. So I'm seeing a hand here. That is a point of addition. Thank you. You can come.
Yeah, thank you. For the case of that point, my brother was like, what are the roles of boys? So what I can tell you is, what your sister does is also your role. But the only thing is, for your role, you say I'm a boy, I can't do this. And then the girl is. So you have the same roles with girls. You understand?
Thank you so much. I think when I remember, you can take a seat. That was a good response. Basically, roles at home are not designated to certain genders. Any gender can take any role at home. Yes? We all know that. And it was a good inquiry. And I hope you got the answer. So we are going to take a short break. Then when we come back, we shall take the third speaker on the proposer side. And we shall also have one from the opposing side. Thank you so much. Most welcome from that brief session. That was a brief break, and I'm sure all of us are now prepared back to resume. As I told you, the next on the floor is one of the honorable members from the proposing side, and he is going to come and present, and we shall have the reactions thereafter. Thank you so much, honorable member. You are most welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you, Chairperson, Secretary, Timekeeper, the judges, the Chief Whip, and the audience at large. As earlier on, my colleague defined coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic. It's actually a pandemic because it has affected the whole world. Sijui kama kuna mali corona imefika, sijui kama kuna. And I'm going to talk some more about how it is contacted. Now, coronavirus is contacted through inhaling of droplets from an infected person through when an infected person coughs, you get to inhale the droplets through your mouth and nose. That's why that's why we always emphasize kuvaa mask. But it can be prevented by washing our hands, putting on masks, and following the SOPs every day. So, according to the motion, as it states that COVID-19 has done more harm than good to the school-going girls than boys, I 100% support the motion because of the following reasons. So, one of the reasons is FGM. FGM is female genital mutilation, whereby a girl child is cut as part of a cultural practice, most especially in our community in Pokot, tunafanyanga hivyo. So, back in the days when Corona ilikujanga, girls who never wanted to be cut would escape and go to school, where they would take refuge na wanafichana. Na shule ilikuwa inasaidia ku reduce this bad act actually that ilikuwa inaendelea. So, but ever since Corona ikakuja na wakafunga mashule, we realized that all our girls came back home, and hii wazee na the bad people wakapata chance ya bring back FGM, which is not good for our health because it is associated with diseases like inaweza cause diseases ile inaweza leta shida. So that's one of the points. The next point will be reproductive health. Reproductive health is a kind of education where a girl child is taught on how to take care of their bodies, like abstaining, prevention from diseases, hygiene, na hiyo yote. So we realize before Corona, all our girls were at school, and at school we have mentors, we have teachers, we have organizations that come up and come to school na wanawafunza kama counseling, advice, of which kwa nyumbani iko ngumu sana mama ama baba kwanza kuambia wewe abstain ama usipende vijana, wanaogopa. So we realize ever since Corona ilikuja, mashule ilifungwa na kila mtu akakuwa nyumbani, na wasichana wakalak advice kutoka kwa parents and guidance. Iko ngumu sana kwa kwanza kanishwa chini usifanye hivi na hivi. Which kwa shule ilikuwa ni rahisi. Mtu anakuja na anakuexplainia vitu vizuri na una understand. The next point is teenage pregnancy. Of which teenage pregnancy imekuwa high after Corona breakout, where girls get pregnant. Now, which this leads to this pregnancy is accidentally, again in the blood, again accidentally, of which can lead to early child marriages. So the next point is limit to medical services, especially the girls. Like ever since Corona ikuje, we realized the transport system will break down, kila kitu ika break down, of which inakuwa ngumu mtoto msichana kutafuta medical services easily because of the distance tunaishi mbalimbali. The other point is Covid-19 is a killer disease actually. It also leads to death. Tusiangalie impact peke yake, tuone pia disease yenyewe pia inaua. Unaona? Mmesikia watu wakikufa, sijui Italy huko watu sijui Nyangatu wamekufa. So it also leads to death na social killer disease as we are supposed to look at those. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Honorable Member, for your submissions. Most importantly, on FGM. FGM tunaelewa vizuri ya kwamba inaitwa ukeketaji. Yes. Ukeketaji to a greater extent it has reduced, but of late we have had scenarios where it is really fighting so hard to come back, and we all say no to FGM, right? It is really violation. So I would like to welcome any addition or any point of clarification in any of the chambers they want to raise. You most welcome. There is a hand there. Yes. This is Honorable. Pardon?
Honorable Kamaselina.
Honorable Kamaselina. Yes. A point of
Inquiry.
yes, a point of inquiry. Deal out a bit.
Honorable Paul, you talked of COVID-19 is a killer disease. Yes, it's a killer disease. But does it kill only girls? Is it not affecting all of us? It is affecting the whole country and all the human beings, not only girls. And how is it affecting only girls?
Yes, I give him an opportunity to react.
I expected that question. Yeah, ukweli it affects the boys and the girls, but remember, girls are so vulnerable than boys. Unaweza uh, kijana akilala nje anaweza anapata hawezi pata malaria easily, lakini msichana akilala anapata easily malaria. So girls are so vulnerable.
Yes, one last one. I'm seeing a hand here. Yes.
Honorable.
Yes, a point of?
Inquiry.
Yes, point of inquiry.
I'm called Honorable Chairperson Monica. Honorable Vincent, you talked about FGM. And you said this COVID-19 has made most girls to practice FGM. I disagree with your point because if the school was open and we come back for holidays, you ask me as a girl if I'm willing to go for that FGM you're meaning. I will go if I disagree with it. For example, there are girls in class girls. For them, they disagree with it. They're in class girls. Now, which means for them who have practiced FGM, they accept it. Not that Corona is a causer.
Yes, before I allow him to react to your submission, I think Honorable Kibet has a burning issue and is the last for now before he reacts. Thank you.
Point of addition, what you were saying.
You be loud?
Point of addition.
Yes.
What you were saying about the female genital mutilation. The guy was like, it's a culture. Now, why should you bring it as an effect of COVID-19 since it's your culture?
Yes, thank you so much. I expect him to react to both of them since it's one point. Thank you.
I'm going to explain it. He told them my friend will back up the kidogo.
No, you have 1 minute. You decide whether one him or you.
Thank you. She has talked about some girls in Kalas girls. That's a very good example. Just imagine, waambie watoto waende nyumbani, itakuwaje nyumbani? So watakatwa. So that's why they are trying hard kukaa ndani hapo.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member. You can take a seat. And I also want to make some clarification. Not maybe say it's an addition. Yes, a good example is those school-going girls in Kalas girls. They are there because of a number of reasons. One of the reasons is the escape from early marriage, which in some cases it is forced marriages. That's why they are there. Secondly, some of them are there running away from the bad act, that is FGM. So all of you are right, and the most important thing is they are there for the safety, and we are all learning from what? From their example. They have decided that we shall not accept this bad act, and we shall bring it to an end with all of us bring hands together. Yes? Yeah, that is it. So I'm not taking any other question. I want to take this opportunity to welcome the next honorable member to take the floor. And that is from the opposing side. Honorable member, you're most welcome. Take the floor, please.
I thank the Honorable Chairperson, Secretary, Timekeeper, Judges, Chief, Affirmatives, and by the name Honorable Kamama Selina, I'm here to oppose the motion which says COVID-19 has done more harm than good to school-going girls than boys. But if I was the one, I would write it in my own way, the way I'm supporting it. COVID-19 has done more harm than good to the school-going boys and girls because of the effects that boys are facing. Boys are facing much effect than girls. The effects boys are facing are drug abuse. Many boys are indulged in drug abuse during the lockdown. some used to do before the lockdown, but much has been practiced during this lockdown by the school-going boys. They have gotten a chance of doing this because they are free, they learn what to do, though books are there, but they are not minding to read their books. They use that time for reading, they use that time for, like, they take drug abuse. Examples of drug abuse are marijuana, cocaine, alcohol, and many others. My next point is disrespect. Many boys are disrespecting their parents during this lockdown because at first thought they used to stay with their parents, but the time was too short for them. But this time the time is large. Eh? The time is too large. And for them, they get tired of respecting their parents. So they do to respect them before. So it is affecting them, and it's affecting the parents also, because if you are like a parent and your child doesn't respect you, how will you feel? And also that child is affected, or like that boy is affected with the disrespect, that he is disrespecting the parents. So this lockdown has made many boys to disrespect their parents. Second point, the next point is exploitation. Many boys have taken chance of using this lockdown or this free time for visiting many relatives, and meaning the relatives near them. No, because the lockdown doesn't allow people to move in far places. The relative boys are in the same place. They use that time to feast, many of them asking for money, begging, and that will bring conflicts to their parents. Because you ask for money today, you ask this dad for money. Dad, I need some money for this. The dad will give you. Tomorrow you go to the second uncle. I need such an amount of money, they give you. You use that money for nothing. And yet you're supposed to be using them for home use. It's affecting boys and it's bringing conflicts among parents. My last point is losing interest in education. This lockdown has made many boys to lose interest in their education because schools are delaying. They are making them to grow old. So education has no age limit. But it is making them to get many friends who are married, who are told they are not of their age. They influence them to get to marry, and of which later they will not think of going back to school. That will affect them and it will affect their education. I am there by thanking the honorable chairperson, secretary, and all the audience tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, honorable member. That was a very wonderful presentation. And as she's still on the floor before leaving, I would like to find out if there is any clarifications from any of the chambers or any addition, if there is any. Yes? Since there is no hand up, I will allow you to go and take your seat. Yes. So we are moving on smoothly, and we are coming to the final end of the debate. The next on the floor, we are going to welcome the last speaker on the proposing side. After her, we shall have the last speaker as well from the opposing side. Honorable member, the floor is yours.
Secretary, thank you, ma'am, judges, chief, and the two layers expecting for a piece of meat. Good afternoon. By the name Sam James William, I've come here to propose the motion which is clear written that COVID-19 has done more harm than good to the school-going girls than boys. Because of my following views. First, marriage. Like now in this corona season, girls are there at home. They are suffering because of forced marriage. Their father and their uncles are giving them out when for them they don't know. After when they read that home they are given, they start refusing after they beat them. Next. Bad conduct or dressing style. This corona season has taught girls bad dressing style. Like at first when the schools were open, when corona was not there, we used to go just to school, be busy, then we come back, we start doing work at home after we read, but now we just come from school after, just be at home. When they say that like next week, 7 is going to talk at the second day now, after you doing your work, you just be there, you say, why should I be there even the school is not there? Let me wait up to next day and see whether the schools are going to be open. Next, idleness. This corona has made girls become idle. They stay at home without nothing to do. After doing work, they just be there. They keep quiet till they be idle. Next, young parenthood, which may lead to poverty. Like now, if a girl of like 14 and a boy of 15 years, they marry at that early age. After when the parents of the girl ask for the cows, the parents of the boy give us the cows. After they build their house, they be together. If they be together, the boy goes in the morning just like that, because the boy is just still studying, continuing with school, no job to get money for buying food. He just goes like that, meets with friends, they just stay there in Kanyangarangu, they just be in the veranda. They stay like that up to evening, comes with nothing, and that will bring poverty. Thank you, Chairperson, Secretary, thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member, for your views and your submission. Before she leaves the floor, we have hands, burning hands up here. I think they have something to raise. Honorable Member, a point of what?
Inquire.
A point of inquiry, yes?
Honorable Vivian. By the name, I'm called Honorable Chepkasi Monica. I disagree with what Honorable Vivian said. Which summation that dressing style. How will the dressing style affect me? You as a girl, me as a girl. How will it affect me not to go back to school? Even if I'm in for holiday, I can put on my trousers. Anything I can put on. But when school will be open, I still have chance to go back to school. I don't know.
Yes. We have 3 hands here wanting to defend a point of inquiry from the opposing side. So are you defending it yourself or we give one of your members to defend? There is only one chance. But anyway, I'm giving 2 chances.
You can put on a trouser or a miniskirt, but that one will defect your mind. Like now, if your mother tells you why you put on a trouser, you don't have the respect at all to your parents, and that one will defect your mind. You will have lack of respect, and that is not good. Even your teachers will do also like that when you go to school.
Yes, I hope you're noting down. There is a second response here for your question.
Defending her. When a young girl puts on a miniskirt or a trouser, it attracts attention from big men. So, like when you put on a miniskirt, I will admire you, of which I may rape you or define you or what, of which it is caused by putting on. Because now when I look at your thighs, it makes me admire your rape, of which it will cause like a pregnancy or what. Then after you fail to go back to school because of pregnancy.
I would like to also make you related to COVID-19. Yes, you answered her, but you're not relating it to COVID-19. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd like to defend God. Because he was saying that the miniskirt, you see now the time we came back from school. Now, the time we came from there, we meet with other different people. And you know, in the federal society, they are notorious and the good ones. Is it? Now, those whom you met with them, whom are in one feeling. Those who are not going to school, those who are doing mirrors, who are doing all those things. Now, those are the people now will make your minds to put on miniskirt, and the results of that, you are, okay, it's like where you are passing, your size or your body attracts people. And from there you bring them and you reward. And all the cause is because of corona that has chased people from the school to home. You meet now with different people that you don't know. And the time you share now with those people, your time, those people now refer your mind and you make you now to.
Thank you so much. I'm going to take one more. I'm going to give them one more opportunity. So that's the last one for now.
Okay, for the case of that point, I think I proved you guys wrong because I think that tight skirts and mini skirts came before Corona, before COVID-19. So how can you say that it has spoiled some guys? No, they had it at first. Process were there. So you're all wrong.
Honorable member, you may be right, but you can't decide whether they are wrong or right. Yes, thank you for your submission. The next, you can have a seat. We are going to have, we are going to have the last person. Na huyu wa mwisho, na baada ya hapo ndio tutakaa chini kama majaji ndio tufanye uamuzi. Na baada yake we are going to have a poem. Yeah, we are going to have a poem as our judges are down to up there preparing to make the final observation. Thank you so much.
Honorable Chairperson, Secretary, judges, as our motion is well written on a piece of paper saying COVID-19 has done more harm than good to school-going girls than boys. I oppose it 100% correct because of my following reasons. And my first reason is gambling. So, gambling is a game played out of chance for money. COVID-19 has led to gambling games which have affected most boys, and it has made them forget about school issues. And these games are Ludo, betting, and cards playing. So since the schools are closed and you have nothing to do at home, because of this COVID-19, you may stay at home because at school you are ever busy. They tell you recite the work, you do this. After this subject, you go to another subject. So you don't have any chance for going like gambling. So when COVID-19 came, it led to gambling games. And when you're at home, you can stay there in the home. Your friend comes and says, we don't have what to do, we are idle. Why can't we play cards and we earn our money? So when you can play that game and you earn your money every day you earn your money. And when they reopen the schools, you will say, when I go to school, I don't earn any money every day. I should do. So COVID-19 has affected most boys. Secondly, theft. So theft is an act of taking someone's property or service without his or her permission. Since the schools are closed, COVID-19 has led most boys to involve themselves in theft. Because when the schools were open, in the school they don't allow theft. And
yes, I'll give you a chance after she's done speaking.
And when you're at school and you are caught stealing someone's property, they beat you and they tell you like go home for 2 weeks. Because COVID-19 has led to theft, because COVID-19 has made the schools to be closed, so you are at home, no one can tell you, don't steal my child, your mother has no your time, ever she's busy, so you say, your friend comes and says, for me, I saw someone shop, and they say like in a day they get 1 million. Let's go and steal that property, that money, so that we can make our own business. And when you are caught, you may be in prison or killed. So COVID-19 has led all that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Honorable Member. As you're still on the floor, there is a hand there. I think it is a point of inquiry. Yes.
Madam you told us now that when Corona came, boys came and they started playing gambling. You mean that before Corona, gambling was not there?
Yes, that is a good question. We are going to get a defense either from her or from one of the members.
Gambling was there before, but students just not to do it. You understand? It was for those ones who were not going to school, but those ones who have been schooling, they were not doing.
Not like that.
Yes?
Gambling is when you can't play. You mean that now school children now like you since you have come from school. You have known now when Corona has come, you know, but you didn't know. Gambling was there, but though you are at school, you are also playing.
I think let me give the honorable member on the floor to answer.
Thank you, Chairperson. Let me answer you. Gambling was there at first, but when we break up for holiday, they give us holiday package. So ever you are doing that holiday package, you don't remember about what? Gambling. And when we came back for this Corona season, we have bad friends, we have bad peer groups. When you're at home, someone can call you and say, we are playing a game, and that game when you win, you get 10,000, which was not there at first, because someone cannot have much time during the season when the Corona was mentioned.
Yes, same two hands. I'm going to give a chance on both sides, then we conclude. So I'm going to start from here. What is your point?
Point of addition.
Point of addition? Yes, Honorable Member.
Honorable Lillian, she's trying to mean the time before Corona. I know that the game was there very well, but we used to be at school. They used to give us holiday package. And when they gave us holiday package, they used to give us little time, like 3 weeks. So you utilize that 3 weeks, you use to you do your holiday package. So now Corona came in, people were idle. That's what people plan to go for that game. I know it was there before, but this Corona came, so people had much time.
Yes, point of inquiry. Yes.
When I think of self, I think it's the thing who have been there, and I think now when Corona came, do you mean that when Corona came, people started saying, I think devil was there first, and it is only those ones who are there because people are there. They are those ones who are commonly called themselves. So I'm confused.
Yes. Thank you so much. I think that is you brought in another point of inquiry, and I'm just giving here last a chance to react to his point of theft. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, my brother, yeah, theft was there first. But now, due to the friends, like now you, my friends, used to stay. But I had no my time with you. I studied, but you don't study. You always be at home. Me, I just go to school. Like when I come for a very short time. And for you at first, you've been hiding, that you don't stay. Because if you tell me direct, me now, I will refuse you and I will really check you as my friend. I will just take off. Now during this my time we have got, for you will be telling me slowly, one by one, goes to fear. You will tell me what, one by one. And me, I will be addicted to you because you as a friend, we have come from far with you. I can't refuse what you say. So that's what it can lead to theft. And it's just because of COVID.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think you got the response. I think that is all for now. We may not exhaust all the arms up. I would like to end there. So we have come to the conclusion of our debate. Yes, other members.
Communication, family misunderstanding, peer influence, smoking, robbery, rape, laziness, drug abuse, disrespect, exploitation, gambling, theft, and loss of interest in education. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a brief summary of their points. And now welcome the proposing side to give a brief summary.
Early marriage, teenage pregnancy, abortion, child labor, child of education, to school-going girls, prostitution, post-marriage, export of pornographic movies, idleness, limits, medical services, bad conduct, FGM female genital mutilation, high risk of gender-based violence, shortage of materials to use. Girls can acquire sexually transmitted diseases. Young parenthood, which may lead to poverty. of education. School dropout to school going down. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Timoso. According to our program, we are coming to the conclusion of the activity. I now welcome Vincent to brief us on how far the poem is, and he will welcome the person responsible for it.
Thank you, Chairperson. I straight away welcome the person who is going to read for poem briefly. I don't know whether she's ready, but I know she's ready.
Let's pay attention.
Silence.
My name is Tebet Aris. I'm going to present you a poem about Corona. Corona. The roads are empty. No hope of life outside. No at all. Every life is locked up in their homes. Why has our world looked so fake now? Because there is a virus outside there that can make even breathing hard. Coughs and sneezes are its private jets. And to your lungs, it's a threat. And to our lives, we may die. My brothers and sisters who are at home right now, Corona is our deadly disease right now. Let's follow standard operating procedures. Let's wash our hands. Let's wash our hands with clean water and soap. Put on your mask. Stay home. Stay safe. Keep distance. Together we can fight Corona.
Thank you so much. That was a marvelous presentation. A very wonderful poem. So I don't know whether the judges there are ready. Yeah, so I welcome Jacob to come and give us a final brief of what? Of their judgment. The smart lady you see in front of you is Nicole, aka Black Queen. Yeah, she's going to give us what they have come up from their table. Thank you.
Asante. So, declare results. Namwambia there is no one who is a loser. Sawa? Mkishindwa sahihi, next time you pull up your stockings. Sawa? We shall perfect this next time. So, the proposers had 318 and the opposers had 330. So, the winners of the debate, the opposers with 330. Lakini, at this point, I want to thank all of you for coming up with the great ideas, we can discuss, and everything. Now, next time, we continue with the same spirit. It will take us somewhere. Thank you so much for the cooperation. Continue with the same spirit.
Thank you so much, Black Queen. Yeah. I wanted us to give a wonderful hand clap to our winners of the day.
Another one?
Yes, we are also going to clap for. We are going to clap for the proposing side for participating and making you people sweat. It was really not easy for you people to answer their questions. So we are going to clap for them and okay, do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Again.
To the two members. and I would like to ask them of the challenges or what they loved about the session. So I would like to begin with Honorable Dr. Joy. I would like to ask you what you learned from the session. The good thing about it, and maybe the challenges if you faced any, and what we didn't cover up, or what you wish us to cover up, maybe for you or for the community.
Thank you, Honorable Senator, for this opportunity of giving to me. I'm Honorable Joan Doctor. I would like to tell you some what I've learned in our debate. I've learned also to get new friends that I did not know before. Some people are here that we have met with. Some of them I never know some of them. So this debate has enabled us to learn new friends. Also I will add on more on that. Also learn new words. As we were debating, I've also learned more how debate is. So that is what I've learned in our debate. Again, I will go on by saying that you have said another question that.
So I was asking you in general, what have you loved about the session, the whole session? Then what do you feel like it's left out, what we didn't cover?
According to me, I think most of the things we have covered. And I would also like you or the organization that they have supported us to do or to keep on supporting us like that, because it may that supporting of the organization like Mascos may also help us. It may also help us from being idle at home, which is good to us as we during this COVID-19 time.
Thank you for that. I would love to ask you the last question. What do you think that the Christian Skippers Youth Development Initiative needs, like to handle, or what we have left out, or what you feel we need to handle, either for you or for the community?
I think so. What I think about that is these organizations, for them, I call upon their support, right? For I would like to say that may they keep that spirit of supporting us or giving us more maybe like quiz, whatever that shall be. At least practice maybe monthly, or you may say that after 3 months they call us for such a meeting like this. So that can also enable us to stay well or to stay safe during COVID-19 time or lockdown.
Thank you so much. So far, how has this benefited you? Like the whole debate and everything? Like, and what you learned here, because I would love to ask maybe what you've learned here, maybe you can pass on, or it's just here and over.
I would like to say, I've learned so much, many words. I will give some examples of those words that I have learned. There are very many words that I did not know before that people do practice, like also gambling. Because I never knew before that there is gambling, that people do practice. But now they have enabled me to know that there are some activities that are more effective to boys. And also there are some that they affect mostly boys or girls. That would make me to learn that section.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. That was Honorable Dr. Joan. So I would love to move to the next Honorable, and that is Kibet James. Elizabeth James for joining us. I would love to ask you the same question I asked Honorable Cheptegei. So what did you love about the session? The whole thing we had in here?
Once more, Honorable Cheptegei, what I learned at the wedding is that I've learned new things and I've learned how to conduct a debate. I've learned the roles, like now the role of the chairperson, the timekeeper, the judge, and so others, and many others who are the leaders of the debate, and even the role of the proposers. Like now, when I was in proposer side, I've really learned what proposals are supposed to do. So that's what I learned.
Okay, thank you so much. Any challenge that you face?
Anyway, I see it's not challenge, but what I still face for this guys is for the support or for the organization which is supporting this. May them at least organize another debate of the local language so that it can help these people, the villagers or those who are illiterate who have not gone to school. At least let them organize the one for only local language. For this one, we have only used English.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I think that's all. And thank you for your cooperation once more. Thank you so much. We have come to the end of our meeting. It's Christian Steepers Youth Development Initiative with support from Masicop. Thank you once more for joining us. Stay safe. Corona is real. Thank you. I'm Cheruto Nicole, aka BQ, the Black Queen.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Going to get a final remarks from our CEO, aka Mozeros, aka the extinguisher, aka the fire. Yeah, you're most welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much for the honor. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone who was able to come and attend this function, call it debate, call it a competition, but not really. You cannot really call it a competition. Yeah. In a group of people in a community, it's not that all community members will change the community, but the community can be changed by a few. What we are doing right now will not only help you, but it is going to help other members of the community. This debate, we shouldn't take this debate for granted. I'm just happy each and everyone was very serious on the floor. They were taking it a real business, and this is a message that is going out to other community members. They will listen, they will watch, and they will be changed. Some will be changed, some might not be changed. Change comes from a few members, and that is, change will begin from you yourself. Before you change the other, you change yourself, and this is what we're doing right now. As you're speaking, let me hope whatever you've spoken is just not for granted, but you meant it. The seriousness was also very okay. It was not an easy thing. Not everyone can stand in front and speak to more than 10, 15 people. It is a few that can they come up with that strength to have that guts to speak. I would love to thank the chairperson, the secretary, the timekeeper, the chief whip. You really played your role, and you made the session successful and colorful. Yeah, and I pray that next time when we call for such kind of things, it might not be only debate, it might be a quiz. We can come up again with a quiz and say it's a quiz between the other side, side A and side B. We come up with questions whereby as a competition, but not really a competition, but an educating matter. And this will help us if we take it serious. Let me hope after the end of this, you will not stop practicing the grammar. I'm sure you will go back home when you have the confidence, you've improved your grammar, and at least you can defend whatever point you bring out of your tongue. So let me take this opportunity to thank everyone. At least let's give a hand clap to Mexico that supported us, a honoring clap to Mexico Apollo. 1, 2, 3, class 4. That is for Mexico. And then we need to give a hand clap to Christian Steepers Youth Development Initiative 2. Thank you very much.